Hey, what's up guys? It's Sully Cortez. Thanks for joining me today. We're here at the New Haven Seawall in Connecticut in the US. And we're gonna go ahead and take a look at the Genustech matte box. So why would you actually use a matte box in the first place? Well, it's used to hold filters, slightly sharpen up the image, and enhance contrast. So I brought my matte box here today to the Seawall in Connecticut to show you guys what a matte box actually does and why you would need it. So another reason why you would use a matte box is to block out extraneous light, whether that be from above, from the sides. You really want to try to prevent lens flare, and the way you would do that is by using, well, the matte box itself is actually encasing the front of the lens slightly. The deeper the matte box, the easier it is to block out light. But in the event that your matte box is actually kind of wide, you don't want it too wide because otherwise it'll defeat the purpose of a matte box. But in the event that it is wide, you can use a eyebrow, otherwise known as a top flag, and side flags, otherwise known as French flags, to block out light from certain directions, either from above or from the sides. So you can see here I have a circular ND on the end of my lens with no matte box, and I'm getting wicked glare and a lot of the clouds are blocked. However, in this clip, it's slightly darker. You can see there's a contrast change. I do have the matte box on with a 4x4 glass filter in. So right now I've got two ND filters in there. One is a 0.6 ND, which gives me 2 stops less light. And then another is a 0.9 ND, which gives me 3 stops less light. Gives us a little bit more range in terms of opening the aperture up and getting a shallower depth of field without blowing out the highlights. So what makes the Genustech matte box different than every other matte box on the planet? Well, the Genustech matte box is one of the only matte boxes that can be adaptable from both 19mm and 15mm rails to a clamp-on matte box. Here we have the Genustech matte box itself. You can see that I have mounted the side flags. Like I said, it does not come pre-drilled. You have to drill the holes yourself. They're M3 size screws, which is a European standard. It's actually not American, so you got to get them from either the manufacturer, Genustech themselves, or from like an auto parts store that carries really, really small screws, or a hobby store. But here you can get an idea of what the Genustech matte box looks like when it's actually clamped on. I have my Sigma 18-35, which I believe is normally a 72mm mount. But as you can see with the Core Division Cine ring, I'm able to actually boost that up to a 77mm mount, which is great for filters, but it's also perfect for the Genustech wide matte box, which allows you to have this as clamp on. You can see just below I have the actual height extension bracket, and just below that, which we'll get a close-up of later, is the swing away arm, also made by Genustech. So we're losing light really fast, but I want to tell you guys why I chose the Genustech matte box over others. It's durable. It's fast and easy to change a lens. I don't have to worry about breaking it. It stays either on the end of my lens or it stays in the Genustech swing arm, which is another great little add-on that you can get. So here we'll just go ahead and show you how the swing away arm works. You just release the clamp-on mechanism, and then you can go ahead and swing out the arm. You lift up and then pull out. And that will very easily allow you to change lenses, regardless of the size, as long as you have the 77mm Cine rings from Core Division, which give you an outer diameter of 80mm, which you need for the Genustech 80mm clamp-on adapter. Genustech matte box is actually the best matte box that I've used by far. I love how the wide version has 4x4 filter trays. It's got 2 of them. One is rotatable, 360 degrees, and there is audible click stops every 90 degrees to let you know kind of where you are in the rotation. And they're fully aluminum, all metal, which is great because I can't stand flimsy filter holders. And I opted for 4x4 filters trays because I had some filters from previous photography applications that I could just use. And the 4x4s are cheaper than the 4x5.6.
Here we have some accessories for the GWMC, the 15 and 12 millimeter rail bracket accessory that allows you to mount it to 15 millimeter rails or 12 millimeter rails. Here we have the side flags. Does not come with pre-drilled holes. You actually have to drill your own. And then we have the lens accessories, the lens rings that you can either do clamp on or have the nun's knickers.
So I want to thank you guys for watching this video. For those of you that are going to go ahead and pick up the Genustech matte box, good job. It's a solid buy. And I want to thank you again. Thumbs up if you liked it, thumbs down if you don't. Like, subscribe, comment below. Don't forget, get out there and capture that moment.